Hey guys, it's Bree and welcome to my first YouTube video. I didn't think I would end up back on YouTube. I did YouTube a couple years ago and I wasn't sure if it was for me, so I stopped at Booktube specific YouTube. And I stopped for a while and then I picked up Bookstagram, and that's really where I've been for the past couple years. And recently everything on my Instagram has like completely taken off. So I decided to try Booktube again to see if I like it. And if you're visiting here from Bookstagram, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the love and support you've been giving me on Bookstagram. It's been so nice. So I decided for my first video, of course, I would do the Booktube Newbie Tag. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and just start. So the first question is, why am I starting this channel? So originally, like I said, I had started a Booktube channel before, like years and years ago. If you're watching this, I believe I have already deleted the previous videos just because I want to start fresh. But if you, for some reason, was one of the 30 followers I had on this channel, you'll know I did a couple of videos in the past. So I'm wiping all of those off. So the reason I'm coming back to YouTube is, like I said before, my Bookstagram is really kind of like blowing up right now, and and so I felt like maybe I would try YouTube and kind of give you guys a little more content. A couple people have asked me if I was going to do YouTube and suggested that I should do YouTube. I'm giving it a shot. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to like YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to stay on YouTube. So this is kind of more of a trial, but I am excited. I have a lot of things that, I mean, of course, like everyone else in the book community and social media, I'm, reading books every month. I'm reviewing. I have critical ideas about the books that I read, and I've been doing kind of those things on Instagram anyway, so I might as well kind of transfer them over to YouTube. So that's why I'm starting this channel over again, I guess. Oh, there's a motorcycle outside. Why? So that's why I'm starting YouTube over again, and we'll see how it goes. So the second question is, what are some fun and unique things that I can bring to Booktube? And that's kind of a hard question, just because kind of generally everyone does very similar things in terms of hauls, wrap-ups, TBRs. So, and I still want to do those things. But I mean, like, we all have different things to bring to the table in terms of reading and enjoyment and, perspective. So I think that, and being a woman of color and my point of view on certain books, especially with Black authors, things that I can actually relate to, I feel like, yeah, just like as an individual, like everyone has something to bring to everything. That might be like a lame answer, but that's really all I kind of want to do. So yeah, that's what I'm bringing. It might be like what everyone else is doing, but I'm my own person and I have my own opinion, and if you want to hear it, that's awesome. So number 3 is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm most excited about just the opportunity to be on a new platform and engage with more people. And of course I can do that on Instagram, and there's been a lot of engagement lately, which has been so exciting. But having like a longer video and be able to elaborate more in terms of like my opinion on books and like things I enjoy, and maybe even doing some book reviews and things like that, and just kind of having that opportunity to elaborate on things and have those discussions is really exciting. So number 4 is, why do you love reading? And the short answer is the escapism. But just being able to get lost in a story and kind of go away for a while. Everyone needs some sort of vice, in a way, of like something that helps them or makes them feel good or gives them the endorphins and whatnot, and that's reading for me. Being able to slip off into a fantasy and being fully immersed in a book is like one of the best feelings, and kind of living a new life through you know, a story is, you know, amazing, and that's what I love most about reading. Number 5 is, what is a book or series that got you into reading? So the original answer is Harry Potter. But I will say the second book that comes after that would probably be The Hunger Games. I remember being in high school and reading Harry Potter, being obsessed with it, and it was the only book I wanted to read. Like, I really wasn't a reader. I was just reading Harry Potter, but I was reading. But then I read The Hunger Games, and that kind of got me into like dystopian. I was really into dystopian, of course, you know, early 2010s was the time for dystopian. So it's definitely Harry Potter, but also The Hunger Games. I'll give credit to both for really getting me into reading. Question 6 is, what is a question you would ask your favorite booktuber? I don't have necessarily a like favorite booktuber. I have a lot of booktubers that I admire. And I don't know, what's a question I would ask them? I don't know. I think I would like to know, like, maybe probably question number 5 is like, what's a book that got you into reading? Yeah, I don't know. I'll go with that one. It's kind of lame, but it's fine. Question number 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube will be the hardest to overcome? I don't know. I think having kind of being in the seat of like an entertainer. I'm a really like reserved kind of introverted person. Of course, being in the working world has forced me to be a little more extroverted and like be able to be a little more social in my everyday life. But generally, I'm not in like entertainer. I can't be like, you know, high energy all the time. It's very exhausting for me. I think it would be a good social exercise for me, even though I'm only talking to camera, but like being the person who kind of comes with like the energy and like being, again, an entertainer will definitely be a good challenge, but it will be the most challenging thing. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? I mean, I've really been interested in reading books my whole life, but I've always been a slow reader ever since I was small. But when I was little, like, I always had my mom like read books to me before bed, and sometimes more than one book. We read all the Winnie the Pooh books when I was small, and like The Cat in the Hat. But I did have a hard time like in elementary school getting into chapter books because, like I said, I was a slow reader and I really had a hard time with reading comprehension. And that's something that I still struggle with now, even, you know, into my late 20s. Like, you know, I'm not the fastest reader, but I really enjoy books so much that it's worth kind of pushing through. I've always been a reader. I've always enjoyed stories. It hasn't always been easy for me to read, but I've always enjoyed books. Question number 9 is, where do you read? I used to read in bed all the time, but now that my husband and I have moved into our own house, I have an office, which is so nice, and I have a nice comfy reading chair that reclines, and let me tell you, chef's kiss. There's no better feeling of being able to sit in my office away from my husband, who I love to death, but sometimes I need my space, and light some candles, drink some tea, and just sit in my comfy chair and read a book. Yeah, so that's been currently where I read, and it is my favorite thing in the whole world. And then the last question, question number 10, is, what kind of books do you like to read? And I kind of read pretty much like every genre. I guess historical fiction is probably my favorite type of book to read, but then I also really love fantasy and sci-fi, and now apparently I'm like a contemporary romance reader, which I've never been in my life until like last month, and I've read like so many. All right, so that's it. That's the tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you liked my answers, and I hope that you stick around. Like I said, I'm planning to post more videos. I'm gonna do an August wrap up next, and then probably a book haul. Just so that you guys can see what I like and what I've been interested in and what I've been reading. So yeah, if you would be so kind to give this a thumbs up and a like, I really appreciate it. And if you would like to subscribe, that would be wonderful as well. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.